Hello Libras, I am LaChan Debbie with Power Life Hypnosis, and this is your January 2019 love and romance reading, as well as your 2019 love and romance fortune for the entire year. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, checking out this reading. As always, a big thank you to all of those who thumbs up and like my readings. Thank you to all of those who comment and share. And thank you to all of my old subscribers as well as all of my new subscribers. I appreciate the support from you all. If you would like to book a private reading with me, go ahead and check out my website, powerlifehypnosis.com. You can also book a reading with me now through the description box below. If you would like to know about your future long-term romantic partner, when, where you meet your partner, what your partner will look like, how to recognize your partner, and more, as well as a full reading as to how to align yourself with your future partner and your ideal relationship, go ahead and book a future partner reading with me now through the description box below, or again at my website, powerlifehypnosis.com. I also have a new reading available. You can check that out in the description box. And this is a reading about soulmates and finding out what is the purpose of past soulmates. And this is for healing and insight. So again, you can check that out in the description box below. You can also contact me on Instant Go. I do respond to all messages within 24 hours. So the links to my Instant Go, to my website, and to book a reading with me now are in the description box below. So my lovely Libras, of course, this is a general reading, so the messages may or may not resonate. If they do, you could check your sun, moon, and rising for additional messages. If these messages don't resonate, go ahead and check your moon and rising sign videos, as those messages may. And you can also cross-watch the reading for your romantic interests as well. So I hope you all had a wonderful 2018. Let's go ahead and get into our 2019 January reading. So for the theme of what we may be experiencing here during January, I have two cards of let go of control issues. The first card is let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So Libras, what could this be signifying here? Well, for many of you, it may be that there has been a separation already. Perhaps this has occurred last month or this month. It's just an energy of separation, not being with a romantic partner. So what I heard was something about missing a partner. I just heard that in my inner ear. However, this could be speaking of separation during the month of January as well, because this does speak about separation from a partner on the horizon. So the situation will be different for everyone because, of course, this is a general reading. Nevertheless, we do have that energy. And I do believe this is an energy that has traveled over from, for example, November through December. So that's why I say that perhaps some of you are already in separation. So just be aware of that energy. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So this could be speaking of let go of control issues if you are perhaps still trying to work something out with this partner, or, you know, make the relationship happen. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. There are better partners more suited for you out there. And the purpose of these relationships that may be challenging is for us to learn, grow, and evolve in some way. Every soulmate has something to offer. We have many, many soulmates that come in and out of our lives. So again, if you are interested in a reading about your past soulmates and their purpose in order for healing, closure, to move forward, go ahead and book that reading with me in the description box below. It is the newest reading, the top link to book a reading. Okay. So allow the situation to unfold naturally. Whatever shall be, shall be. Right? Que sera, sera. All right. So let's go ahead and go into our first prediction. We have the Scythe card. We have the Bouquet. We have the Moon. So the Scythe, the Bouquet, and the Moon. So before we get into what this could signify with an actual prediction, actual prediction, let's go into what details these cards could be speaking of regarding your partner. Now, we're going to go into the sign, of course, and the physical description. If these details do not resonate with you, this does not mean that the reading is not for you. It just means that we're going into very specific details. So again, if these details do not resonate, go ahead and just hang tight for just a second, and we'll get into what this could signify as far as an actual event. Okay, so with these three cards here, one, with this bouquet card, this is speaking of somebody who is very, very attractive. Actually, both of these cards here are speaking of somebody who can be very, very attractive, perhaps even glamorous looking. This person may be very photogenic. But the bouquet card is a card of beauty. So, of course, this is going to be somebody who is beautiful looking, even if this is a male or a female. And again, somebody who is attractive here. Now, with this site, this can signify that perhaps this is somebody who is curvy but slim. Also, the site cuts. So this could be somebody who has some kind of physical scars on them, scars, marks, stretch marks, pock marks, wounds, tattoos, anything like that, scars, anything like that. This could be somebody who, again, is curvy but slim. So maybe this person works out. Because this moon card could signify curves. So this could be two different body types depending on your situation. And also keep in mind that these details may also resonate with your physical appearance as well, because this is a general reading. So the energies can be vice versa. In some instances, yes, this could be somebody with curves. This could be somebody with wide shoulders as well. This could be somebody strong or somebody burly. So we have those details there. In some cases, it's maybe somebody who's of a different race, culture, ethnicity than yourself. Of course, not always. However, we do have that energy here. And this could be somebody who is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could be somebody who is a Virgo, perhaps, a Taurus. So we have those energy of earth signs there, or this could be a Libra or an Aries or a Sag. So we have a range here, and this is going to represent sun, moon, or rising, or an energy that is heavily aspected in this person's chart. All right, now that we got that, let's go ahead and go into what this can signify. So again, we have the site, the bouquet, and the moon. So okay. One thing that this could definitely signify here, especially with that separation card, we have the scythe, and the scythe is a card of separation. Something is being cut. A relationship is being cut. A person is being cut out of your life. And for some of you, the cut of this relationship, the cut of this situation may cause some high emotions, may cause you to feel emotional during the month of January. If not that, some of you could be cutting a narcissist out of your life as well, because the bouquet card in some instances can also signify a narcissist. So you can be cutting out a romantic situation with a narcissist as well. However this resonates, I do see here the cutting of a relationship that is coming up, or that you are experiencing, and we're going to have that energy going into January. Let's see if there's anything else I can see here. Again, for some of you, this cut to this relationship, it could be swift and sudden for some of you, unexpected perhaps. So swift and sudden of this romantic relationship. Yes. Okay. So these are the energies that I'm seeing here, or the events that I see playing out now. All right, so let's move those three up, and let's go forward to our second prediction. So there's definitely going to be some kind of change coming up here in your romantic life. So that could be very well where we have this cut coming from. There could be a change here. Some of you also may receive excuse me, some kind of clarity about this romantic relationship as well. I just wanted to point that out with this scythe, because that's what that can signify. So there may be clarity about somebody's narcissism and somebody's seduction of you or wooing of you or their agenda. Something like that can happen as well. So just keep that in mind. Alrighty, so we do have some kind of change, some kind of shift. Maybe somebody is leaving. Maybe somebody is moving. There is some kind of change of energy, of course, with that change card coming up. Now, we also have here the card of meetings, unexpected money, and it looks like this is going to be bringing some sad news, so be mindful of this as well. So meetings, unexpected money, rather, and sad news. So this is signifying that perhaps a coming together or a visit or some kind of conversation within a union, within a connection. There could be something that happens unexpectedly, something that happens again, quick, suddenly, swiftly. And it looks like this is going to bring some challenging emotions. So yes, it could be that some of you are feeling emotional during the month of January because of this relationship, because of this situation. But again, allow the situation to unfold naturally. If you are experiencing any painful emotions, any troubled thoughts, it could be a good idea to heal. To make sure to heal, not just sweep any negative emotions under the rug, because when we do that, what happens is, as we allow emotions, negative emotions that were never expressed, to build up within us, these emotions get parked within our bodies, and they later come out as things such as long-term illnesses, cancer, things like that. So it's very important for us to release any negative energy, any energy that needs to be released. So through crying, through however it is that you heal, however you can get those emotions out. But again, we have something here that may be unexpected, that we may not be, or we may not see coming, and this is going to cause some kind of sad emotions. There's going to be some sad news, some kind of news that we may not enjoy, of course, coming to us, and the news may be coming unexpectedly. We may not be expecting what this conversation is about or what comes of the conversation. Alrighty, so that being said, I'm sorry for the challenging news if this is something that's challenging, but of course it's always better for us to know what is going to occur than not to know, because now that we know, we can better prepare for any challenges that we may experience. So we're going to go ahead and get into our guidance now before we get into our fortune for 2019. So what I went ahead and did for January is I asked my guides, I asked your guides, the guides of the highest energy who can provide the best guidance from the Libra soul family, and I went ahead and asked which of my many decks should I use to provide you all with the best guidance for the month of January, and they picked one of my angels decks here. Maybe it's a daily angels deck, I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly what it's called. Nevertheless, we have an angels deck for you for your guidance specifically picked out with love for you. Alrighty, so my Libras, the first card that we have here is the card of joy. The card of joy. Joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. So appreciating the lessons within this experience. Every soulmate relationship, again, has something to teach us. It is like a stepping stone that we can use and utilize in order to have healthier, better, more fulfilling relationships in the future. So relationships can be challenging sometimes. Relationships can end in a painful way. Nevertheless, once again, every relationship that we are in is a stepping stone. It prepares us for that fulfilling divine partnership situation that is on the horizon. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments, I'm getting chills, at their highest possible levels. So we can look at a situation any way that we choose to. We can look at a situation and feel disempowered, feel taken advantage of, feel, upset or pained in some way. Maybe we can feel wronged or betrayed in some way. And we can hold on to that negative energy, or we can allow ourselves to grieve and heal from that relationship and look at it for what it is. And the interesting thing is, within these relationships, one way that we can utilize them moving forward into the future is we can look at what was it? What was the element that this relationship provided for me? What did this relationship provide for me that I so cherished and loved? Did this person give you attention? Okay, maybe that's a sign that you need to maybe reach out to have more friends or practice self-love. Give yourself that attention that you need. Maybe this person made you feel really loved. That's an indicator that it could be useful to practice self-love. Maybe this person was financially providing for you. That is an indicator that it could be useful for you to see how you can provide for yourself. So these relationships, again, are all learning lessons, and we can choose to look at them in any way. Yes, they may be painful. However, we can grieve, we can move on so that we can go into that divine partnership once again. So it's essential to practice joy and to feel joyful. It's important. Joy is something that we can practice. We have control over our thoughts. So we can choose to feel betrayed or unloved or, negatively about a situation, or we can choose to look at it any way that we want, because the events in our lives are all a matter of personal perception. So we can look at a situation as neutral. We can look at a situation in a disempowering way, or we can look at the situation in an empowering way, the best way for ourselves, and the choice is up to you. So the second card that we're going to go into is a card of the law of attraction. This is what we're speaking of. So as you make the conscious decision to practice joy, to be joyful, to do what brings you joy, go ahead and do what brings you joy, whether that be painting, dancing, exercise. There's a myriad of things. So whatever brings you joy personally, it could be a good idea to practice that, to bring that joyous energy into your life. And I'm also hearing to be aware that you are the one that brings joy to your life. Putting yourself first. We are responsible for bringing joy into our lives, not another person. And if we allow another person to be the source of our joy, again, that's an indicator that we may need to invest in ourselves and find out what brings us joy and do more of that. So law of attraction. Each thought, just as we were speaking of thoughts, right? Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends. So invest wisely. You, Libra, you have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. So what a beautiful synchronicity here. At your request, we, the angels, will gladly attune your energies to the higher frequencies. You can reach out to Archangel Gabriel. You can reach out to Archangel Shamuel, who is the archangel over partnerships, or even Archangel Michael. However, once again, our thoughts are everything. How we choose to look at a situation is everything. So we can look at the situation in an empowering way, which is going to attract more empowerment to ourselves, and in turn, we will never find ourselves in a relationship where we are disempowered or we allow somebody to be the predictor, or not predictor, but not the ruler, the source of our happiness and our joy and our livelihood. Let's empower ourselves through our thoughts and the way we look at and the way we approach this situation, Libras. Okay, so the third card that we have is there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Let go of the control issues, knowing that you are being divinely led. You are being divinely guided. Not all relationships are meant to work out. And that is because there is somebody better for you out there if this was a challenging relationship for you. There's nothing to worry about. Libra, you are safe. And this situation is under the perfect control of divine providence and universal order. So that's exactly what we have been speaking of throughout this reading, right? Only infuse loving thoughts and loving emotions into the situation to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. So as we hold thoughts of being lovable, being worth a fulfilling relationship, being worthy, being lovable, again, as we attract these thoughts, or as we choose to think these thoughts, as we choose to be joyous, we're going to start attracting those types of people into our lives, because the people that we attract into our lives, the soulmates that we attract into our lives, they come into our lives because we are attracting them. It's like we send out a signal to attract these people. They can feel our energies and we attract them into our lives. So it's very important to be mindful of our energy and what we are attracting. And if we are in a lower vibrating place, that we are going to attract lower vibrating soulmates into our lives who are going to reflect to us the lower vibrations that we hold. So if we have any challenging thoughts, if we feel that we are unlovable, we're going to attract those into our lives. Attract individuals and soulmates who are going to reflect back to us unlovability. And that is going to, within us, strengthen that belief about ourselves. So it's important to be joyous. By being happy, we're going to attract happy people into our lives. By being joyous, we're going to attract people who can help increase our joy. Not bring us joy, because we're already joyous, but increase our joy. So there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about. Work on those thoughts and everything is working out, again, in divine ways. In divine ways. So let's go ahead and go into our postcard from Spirit, and then we'll get into our 2019 fortune. Dearest Libras, human beings spend a huge percentage of life asleep, not just in bed, but the kind where you forget you are a spiritual, immortal being taking on a temporary human form. It's not your fault. That's not your fault. Everyone suffers from spiritual amnesia once in a while. As you develop an identity, an ego, you begin to see through the eyes of a small self and have less connection to your soul itself. You may not recognize this is going on, but you sure can feel it. We're here to remind you, Libras, to look through your soul's eyes and see that magic is everywhere. Infinite potential lies in Spirit, who is teaming with you to fulfill the contract you made to contribute to the evolution of the whole world. Wake up and remember that all the help you need is orchestrated in the invisible realms. Your mind, in alignment with divine intelligence, is unstoppable. The world is yours to co-create. You are so loved, and we are all behind you. So how do we co-create? We co-create with Spirit through our thoughts. Through our thoughts. And our thoughts are going to affect our emotions that affect our behaviors. So, lovely Libras, let's go ahead and go into our 2019 fortune. Okay. So I have 3 cards here for you. And the first card is Coffin. Natural endings abound. Take care with your health. Take care with your physical health, which could be that purging of negative emotions. Take care with your spiritual health. Take care of your mental and emotional health as well. I know that recently some of you were seeking some kind of professional guidance, professional help, which is wonderful. But even if not, this is just a reminder. During the year of 2019, go ahead and take care of your health, take care of yourself, practice self-care and self-love. And even though there's an ending, there's also a new beginning here. And now you have the world available to you. The entire world is available to you now because you are starting off on a new journey. So we have the Fool. Have the courage, Libras, to embrace change. Have the courage to embrace change. Take risks and be adventurous. Be adventurous. Do things that are new. Look at things a new way. Take risks. Do what's uncomfortable. Do the one thing that scares you. When was the last time you did something for the first time? So take risks. Have the courage to look at relationships in a new way. Have the courage to move forward in relationships in a new way. A way that may be scary, because whatever is new to our subconscious minds, especially we are so used to doing things one way, it can be scary. It can be frightening because it is the unknown. Nevertheless, the unknown can become known, and it is often that when we decide to do something better for ourselves or behave in a way that is more beneficial for ourselves, we receive the outcome that we seek, and then we find a new normal. So have the courage to embrace change, do things in a new way, approach romance and love in a new way. And this is going to allow new relationships to blossom. The Maiden. A new relationship blossoms. So during the year of 2019, this moving forward, this aligning, this moving past this soulmate, this utilizing the lessons that you learned from this soulmate can allow many of you to move into a new relationship, or again, a new way to approach love. So that is very, very wonderful. So my dearest Libras, these are the messages that I have for you for January 2019, as well as your 2019 fortune. Thank you so much again for checking out this reading. Go ahead and thumbs up, like this reading if the messages resonate with you, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. So I'm wishing you all the best of luck. I'm sending you all so much love and so much light. And again, if you would like to book a reading with me, go ahead and book one now through the description box below, or at my website, powerlifehypnosis.com. I love you all, and I look very forward to seeing you here in the new year. Mwah. Bye, Libras.